You just turned on. Naturally on a wave. Better known as Now. This is where independence is celebrated. So if you're ready to catch these waves, then let's go. Yes. Welcome back, family. As you heard from the intro, it's the Grown Up Podcast, but today we got that Naturally on a Wave bonus interview for you. And of course, we're highlighting the spotlight artist for this month, Randy Emillio. He's a really good guy. We had a great conversation. He's got really dope music out now and more music on the way, as we discussed in the interview. And of course, I got to put my 2 cents in here, do a little professionalism in the beginning, do a little intro, get you guys settled into what you're about to listen to, and of course, plug myself. So please go to the description below. Check out the Grown Up Podcast website, y'all. I put lots of work and effort into it, and I put lots of work and effort into all of this, into the podcast and everything I do with it. And I'm really passionate about this. And I just love having this creative outlet for myself, and also being able to provide this platform for other independent people who are doing their thing as well. And, I appreciate y'all supporting me and supporting the independents. And, I love y'all, and I hope y'all are blessed. And, even if there are hard times going on right now, which definitely it's a lot of, bad things going on right now, a lot of negative energy right now in the world. But I just want to continue to try to push the positive, the most positive that I can, and, do the best I can on my end. And however that can form to create into what it should look like, I'm just happy for this journey getting there. And so it's been awesome and beautiful, and I love y'all, and I appreciate y'all for sticking along with me. So, go to the description below. You can check out the Grown Up Podcast website. You can sign up for the email newsletter. I got some resources, independent resources for you guys to check out. You can check out E3 Radio, The Cube. Those are the other independent endeavors that I'm into as well. And I'm just trying to, just do my thing in the independent lane, and honestly, really coming to terms with that and settling with that as well. And that'll totally be like a whole episode, and I'm definitely going to dive into that, but that's not for this episode. Just go to the description below. Don't forget to check that out. Of course, Randy Emillio's links will be in the description below as well, where you can check him out. Click right away to go follow him, check out his music, add some to your playlist. I just appreciate y'all for sticking with me, staying on for the ride, all the ups and downs of my 20s so far. It's definitely been a hell of a ride, a great learning experience, and I'm just so happy to be in the space that I am right now and building what I'm building right now. And, I can't wait for, the next, God bless the next couple of however long I got to, continue this growth and this experience. And so, anyways, let me stop talking. Let's get into the interview. Y'all already know what it is. It's Grown Up Podcast. It's the Naturally on a Wave spotlight artist for this month, Randy Emillio. Let's get into it. What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Grown Up Podcast, where you already know what we do. We talk about that grown up shit. But today, as you can see by the title, we have the Naturally on a Wave spotlight artist for this month. I'm so happy that he's joining me today, and he's brand new to the segment. So I'm excited. We haven't had a brand new artist in a minute. We're highlighting him for the month. So without further ado, I'm gonna stop talking. That's my little intro. I'm gonna let him come in, say his name, where you're from, and what genre of music you do.
What's up, everyone? I'm Randy Emillio. I'm from a little small town in Virginia called Petersburg, and I guess R&B pop artist, I guess is what it would label me as.
Okay, all right. I can hear that. I can hear that in your music from previewing what I've heard. Okay, so just to hop right into first question here, how did you get started on your independent music journey?
Oof. So fun facts. I've always
starting out with fun facts already.
I've always been a music artist, but like, you know, I'm from the hood, so we didn't have any money like to fund it or anything like that. So I saved up for my little first iPhone when I was like 16, 17. It was like an iPhone 6, and I was at my job and I was in the bathroom and I was like, it was on my lunch break, and I was like, I want to try to record this. I had this little app called GarageBand on my phone, and I was like, I want to see, like, record this melody down or whatever. So I recorded in the bathroom and found like a little beat to go to it, you know, started playing around, and it ended up being my first SoundCloud song. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so that's what's up.
I started realizing like, okay, this is what I sound like when I actually, you know, record. So I kind of started the whole process, and here we are. It's crazy.
Right. So what was that feeling like of just discovering, putting that together, and then being like, okay, I could hear myself and see myself doing this. How did you feel? I
felt like this is what I was put here to do. Like, I've always known what I was put here to do, but I guess doing it on my own terms, with my own words, with my own melodies, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just complete innocence, complete just discovery. It felt like, wow, imagine what I can do with a team. You know what I'm saying? Definitely great.
Okay. So what place do you go to, assuming that, like you said, it's your own work, so you write your own music. So what place do you go to when you're writing and then you're about to go to the studio? What comes to mind as you're, you know, getting together a song and you're trying to pour out, you know, how you feel into this music?
Ooh, that's tricky. I don't know. I feel
as close as possible.
I feel like music takes so many different forms. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one day I may be feeling like, you know, I'm that nigga, and then the next day I may be feeling like I'm the saddest boy on earth. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So it's like, I think just being vulnerable and open with yourself. I think there's vulnerability in confidence. I think there's vulnerability in the lack of confidence. You know what I'm saying? So I think being real with yourself and really just saying, like, you know, this song represents me, some form of me, whether it's today, yesterday, you know what I'm saying? So just really getting in that mindset of like finding out what part of me that this song represents and how can I portray that to the audience, you know, that's listening. Make it feel like
that. Yeah, I love that. And I think the audience can hear that and connect most. And that's what gets people to download the track. So I love that. So what artists have inspired you musically growing up, and how much do you pull from them to create your own unique flow?
Well, I don't know if you can see my shirt.
He was probably rocking Tinashe. Shout out.
I have so many influences. It's crazy. And I think I study different things from all of them. Like, of course, Beyonce, Mariah Carey, like songwriting and just compositions are crazy. Prince's ear for just like instrumentation. Michael Jackson for ad-libs. Like, there's so many amazing artists that I feel like they just all have like something different that they bring to the table. You know, of course, Brandy, vocal Bible. So like, yeah, I pull from so many different places.
I love that.
I think my favorite part about growing up was that I didn't have the typical, like, no one in my family does music. So like the most I hear is like Motown on the radio, you know, when I'm going from school. But like, you know, as far as like modern music, I grew up in church, so it was a lot of Christian gospel music. So my first discovery of, on my own terms of music, was the rock genre. Everyone I was hanging out with at the time, it was all, you know, the emo phase, a lot of bands, Paramore, of course, yada, yada, yada. I think it allowed me to be open to different genres. Like, I don't just pull from R&B, I pull from indie, I pull from folk music, I pull from, you know, some German sounds. Like, there's so many sounds that I feel like as an artist, we can really just like listen to and just be like, wow, that's how they do this in this genre. Like, let me see how it sounds in my genre. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I think that's the coolest thing about being an independent artist, is forming like kind of what you want to hear and you feel like other people should hear, and then being able to pull from other genres and bringing it together. I think that's the coolest thing, because you just get to try things and you're not like a part of just mainstream of what people, the majority, so to speak, just kind of bob their head to. It's like you get much more deeper and intricate and more closer to the music, I feel. So, and that's why I love supporting independent music. So, how much does collaborating mean to you, not only with artists, but with producers as well?
I wish I did it more. My first collab I've ever done was with this artist named Lindrix. He's insane, by the way. And I was honored, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was an honor to me to just work with someone that I admire. And I feel like that's what's missing, is like, we should be admiring each other in this industry. And like, even if I'm on paper more successful, like maybe your sound is way more ahead of me, or you know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe you just have better technique. And I think collabing with different artists really helps you get into their head and like see how they do stuff over there, or like just see how they add to something that you've created. Producers too, I love consistency in sounds, and I love how producers specifically are just able to like hear things that as a singer, like maybe I don't hear. So I just think collabing is the best thing about music. Is just one big jam session, and that's how it should. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, definitely. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna pause real quick here for the questions. Let's talk about your music real quick. Now, you haven't released a single. You're like, wait a minute, what are we doing? Now, you haven't released a single since the end of last year. Is it because you got more like an album in the works, or you just give us a little scoop, a little insight?
So, being independent's hard because it's all on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never want to give an experience where it's just giving, here you go. Like taking time to grow helps your words grow. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm writing about my experiences, I got experience in order to write about it. So I took a little break, but in that break I was working and there's a lot of new music coming out, more than probably originally planned. So there's two projects coming out within two projects coming out soon.
Okay. Love it. Yeah. I definitely feel that taking a pause and a break thing, because my podcast is pretty much like mostly about me talking about myself. And like you said, if I'm not living, then there's kind of a problem there. And if I'm trying to do too much at one time, then, you know, you could lose yourself as well. So definitely feel that. So back to the questions here, back on track. As you were just mentioning, saying being an independent artist is difficult. So how has it been figuring out how to like upload your music and promote yourself and, like you said, take a break and, you know, having all these elements work together? How has it been for you?
It's so weird. It's so stressful when you're in it, and then when you take a break, you miss being stressed. Like it's I think I learned a lot from my project. I'm always trying to create, like, I think eras was like such a cool thing, and I love that, you know, Taylor Swift is doing it. Of course, you know, Beyonce too right now is really working like the whole Renaissance theme and stuff. I think the greats back in the day, like, you can look at a photo and just know exactly what album that photo shoot was for, like, and see exactly what the performance was for. So I feel like creating an era as an independent artist is I feel like I successfully did it with my last project. So just doing it again with no budget, it's a little hard. But boy, oh boy, have I discovered some talents that I didn't know I had. So yeah, I definitely have been discovering a lot of things that I didn't know I could do, or just learning about different things. And I think that is the fun part.
Let us in. What are some of those things? What are some of those things?
Well, I didn't take the photo, but I artistic directed the photo for the cover. But I did do the editing and stuff for that. Didn't know what I was doing. I just was like, this is what I see in my head. It could work. Yes. Marketing, coming up with different like graphics, lyric videos, just being my own manager, like managing everything all at once and creating it. Like, it's a lot, but I didn't know that I could even do that. And like I said, I think I successfully pulled it off. Decided to have some help this time around. For sure. But I'm excited to do it all again. I really, really am, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel the same way. I think it's nothing better than doing the process yourself, even though it's really hard and really difficult and having to learn a lot all at once and then be like trying to take a break and then keep going. It can be a lot, but I think if you're consistent, you stick with it, then, you know, the success will start to breed and you'll start to, you know, see that all your work is not just going to waste. So, yeah, I'm excited for everything that's coming for you because it's coming. Don't worry. So what kinds of challenges have you had to face so far on your independent journey, and what or who have helped you through them?
I feel like everything is a challenge. I feel like nothing has been easy for your boy.
I can feel that.
Now it's to the point where anytime I release music, I'm just like, all right, something will probably not go right. Let's just prepare for it, and we'll just, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, man. Like, learning is just always learning. Right. But I think definitely my support system, for real. I can't even believe that I can say that I have a fan base. Like, it doesn't sound real. To be but like, the support that I get, you know what I'm saying? Like, in behind closed doors, in front of the public, like, people are really, really rooting for me, and I think that really holds me together. I love that. My project, I was gonna give up so many times. I rewrote it so many times. It was like 6 different projects before it is what you guys did. And I remember the last time I was about to give up because I was like, I don't want to put this out. It was like a breakup album at the time, and I was like, I don't want my first project to be giving power to anybody. And I was just I was like, I have to rewrite everything, and I was like, I'm gonna give up. And one of my close friends was like, it would be very selfish for you to not share what you have to say to the world in any capacity. So she was like, you know, whatever your project looks like, share it, like, put it out. And I think about that every step of the way. You know, anytime I'm like, maybe I should just give up, I'm like, no, I need to share what I have to say because it's important. And God gave this gift and this talent, and I refuse to let it go to waste. So
yeah, 100%. That's some great advice. You got some great friends and great company around you, so I can see why you would say your support system, and that's really important and really special to have, honestly. And I think those who have that are the ones that are the strongest and continue to be consistent and press on. So great. That's really awesome. So coming up here on some of the final questions, what motivates you on this journey, and what advice do you have for people who are wanting to do independent music?
What motivates me? Just knowing that what God has for me is for me. Knowing that I have every single thing that it takes to be exactly where I'm going to be. And it's just a matter of the journey, following the process, and honestly, like just knowing that one day I'm going to be named with the Beyoncés and the Michael Jacksons and the Princes. Like, just knowing that is my future, it just keeps me going. So I'm just like,
that's right.
It's just a matter of having, you know what I'm saying? Like, just a matter of
yes.
Which is what I would say for anybody wanting to start out in music, like patience. You're going to have to find yourself. You're going to have to make a lot of bad songs before you make a lot of good songs. You're going to have to make a lot of good songs before you make a lot of great songs. And I just feel like being okay with where you are and not being so hard on yourself to want to be an overnight sensation. Like, because at the end of the day, let's say you wake up tomorrow and get everything you want. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to maintain it? You know what I'm saying? So like, really enjoy the process. The finding yourself as an artist is so fun when you really sit down and just play around with like the randomest song. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was a full-blown like Britney Spears bubblegum pop artist. You know, now here I am, a bunch of moody R&B. So you know what I'm saying? Like, really just take your time and enjoy the journey.
Yes, I love that. That's a beautiful gem for people, and I will take that as well, because yes, I'm definitely learning how to be comfortable on my own journey as well and not look into the next lane. So I definitely think that's important. All right, so last question here. Well, kind of, wink wink. I'm not going to tell you what's at the end. I'm going to keep scaring you and putting the fear in you. I'm kidding. What are some goals you have on your list for the ending this year? Got a couple months left for your music, and, where you see yourself going on this journey.
Ooh, y'all are definitely getting music this before the end of the year. Very, I will say.
There we go. Love it.
And I want to keep pushing the boundary. I think what makes me stand out as an independent artist is that I create my own, like, I don't want to say era again, but like just I don't really see a lot of independent artists really creating like experiences for their overall where they're at in life. And I just thought that's one thing that I can always deliver for my fans and my listeners. Just like, you're always going to feel like you're in the journey with me. I definitely want that to translate to performances. I have some music video plans coming out. Definitely want to show off my dancing a lot more.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Got some hidden talents. Dancer. Okay. Just slid that in there, casually. I just want to push the envelope. I feel like my goal for this year is just I have a mood board, and on top of that mood board it literally says, would you stand you if you saw you? Like, if you weren't you, would you be a fan of you? What would make you a fan of you? So just like thinking about things that I can do to push myself to give my listeners a love letter of patience. I know I've been making y'all wait for a long time. So I love that. That's beautiful. I love that. I think that's incredible, and I think everything is going to come to you. And I'm excited and can't wait for the new music. And I hope y'all can't wait. And y'all need to go to the description below and follow him so that you know when the music is dropping. All right. So that's all of the regular questions, but I got a quick little hot seat that I do at the end here, and it's 4 quick questions. You say the first thing that comes to mind. Nothing too scary. I know you looked a little nervous there, but it's nothing too scary. No, all relaxed and chill here at the Grown Up Podcast. So, all right, you ready? We're going to get into it.
Ready. Go.
Favorite artist?
Beyonce.
Okay. Favorite song currently?
All right, Victoria Monet.
Okay, quick with it. Favorite food?
Sushi.
Ooh, I love sushi too. All right, last question. Favorite memory on your independent journey so far?
Release day.
Hey, okay.
I cried a lot.
That's real. That is real. That's some real emotions. Maybe
that boy out, man.
Right? That's actually like I maybe I'm not present enough in my podcast. I'm like I haven't surreal thought like I would get this far. I'm past like 100 episodes and have all these artists that I've had on here that I'm supporting, and yeah, it's unreal. But anyways, I love that. And now, any final words do you want to say? Any personal shout outs you want to give? And please, of course, for the people who forget to go to the description, tell them what your social media is so they can follow you and where they can stream your music.
Bad. So my entire social media is at Randy Emillio. That is with 2 L's. So EMILLIO. Personal shout out to everyone listening, dude. Like,
yes.
Please continue to support this dude. He's amazing. What he's doing is amazing. Definitely doing the Lord's work. So continue to listen and support him in anything that he does.
Thank you.
And thank you for allowing me to be here. This was amazing. And I'm 100%. So glad and honored, like I said, to even be a part of this with you. So thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. His links will be in the description below where you can go and click them right away. Check out Randy Emillio. Thank you so much for joining me here on the podcast. Thank you so much for accepting to be the Natural on a Wave Spotlight Artist for this month. You already know it's Grown Up Podcast. It's the Natural on a Wave segment, and that's it. Y'all go check him out. Go follow him. Go stream his music that's out already, and make sure you tune in when the new music drops. All right, before the year ends. All right, make sure y'all stay safe and be kind out there. We out of here.
Bad.
And there you have it, family. That is it for the Grown Up Podcast and the Natural on a Wave Spotlight Artists this month, and the Natural on a Wave interview segment. I appreciate y'all for joining me. I actually decided to put his music here at the end to take us out of here when I'm done talking. Thank y'all. And as I said in the beginning and at the end, and for the final time, please go to the description below. It's so hard for me to say that fast. I don't know why every time, like, the description, I have to like say that to myself anyway. But please go to the description below and check out the Naturally on a Wave Spotlight Artist for this month. You can follow him and you can check out his music. And of course, you can check me out. Go to the Grown Up Podcast website, sign up for the email newsletter, check out some resources, check out all the other independent endeavors that I am into. And I thank y'all for sticking along with the independent ride. Y'all already know this podcast is hosted, produced, edited, and all of that by your boy, yours truly, Derek. I appreciate y'all for joining me for this episode of the Grown Up Podcast. I love y'all. Stay safe. Be kind. We out.
That's real small town life for the penthouse bill. Fill me up nice as a penthouse hill. View so good as a penthouse feel, yeah. I've been manifesting it lately. One day these labels, they all gonna pay me. All of my ambitions are golden. I got your focus, you're gonna notice. They just wanna roll. They just wanna roll when they see me on the go. They just wanna roll. They just wanna roll. They just wanna roll when they see me on the go.